Dzień dobry, YouTube. I witamy to another episode of Atticus Eats. My dear friends, oh my goodness, have I missed you all. Things have been busy, but things have been going well, which I'm very grateful for. And we are coming off of Resurrection Day weekend. As I am filming this, I am so thrilled. I am so happy that I got to celebrate with my mama bear the resurrection of the Lord Jesus Christ. And really the most pivotal holiday in all of the Christian faith. And so this was truly a remarkable time, a beautiful weekend, a weekend full of very good food and beautiful music, and I'm very grateful for that. But now, of course, the good food gets to continue, and I am thrilled that I get to be here with you all today for another episode of Atticus Eats. My dear friends, we are now, in this episode, going to be continuing our saga of studying for scientific discovery, the importance of the topic that is word salad, fried chicken sandwiches. And I am so thrilled that we get to continue this legacy here on the channel. Obviously, as you all know, I've discussed previously about Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich, which is low-key, very, very good. I have had the Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich, which is decent. I have had the Popeyes fried chicken sandwich, which was very, very good. I've also had what I have deigned the best fried chicken sandwich, which is the Lazy Dog fried chicken sandwich. But I had someone who is a little bit newer of a member in my Discord community, very cool. His username is Dogleg Matt, and he was telling me, Atticus, you have to try the KFC fried chicken sandwich. And it was not just him, it was several other of the Discord members. When he brought this up, he said, listen, do not sleep on the Kentucky fried chicken sandwich. It is sublime. It is excellent. You will love it. You need to give it a try. And so for our viewing pleasure today, my dear friends, I have procured for myself the classic Kentucky fried chicken sandwich. Thank you, Colonel Sanders. And my dear friends, I know I'm abbreviating it, and I have abbreviated it as KFC. They really are the ones who've abbreviated it as KFC. But as I brought up before, there are too many darn abbreviations in the world. It's not supposed to be Wiener Schnitzel. It's supposed to be Der Wiener Schnitzel. That's where I kind of brought that up initially. It's not just Dunkin'. It's Dunkin' Donuts. It's not just BR 31. It's Baskin Robbins 31 flavors. It's not just IHOP. It's the International House of Pancakes. And just like today, it is not KFC. It is Kentucky Fried Chicken. Originated in Kentucky by Colonel Sanders himself, which actually that would be a dream come true, is to one day eat Kentucky Fried Chicken in Kentucky. We're doing the best that we can, Southern California, and I'm very happy. This is the only Kentucky Fried Chicken that's within proximity to me. Otherwise, I would have to go all the way down to Burbank, and it's funny, that's actually where I did the most of my Kentucky Fried Chicken consumption, was actually with Mama Debbie. And I don't know if you guys remember this. Tell me if you do or not. But when we were filming the show, we had only a handful of fast food eateries that were around us that we could actually get and enjoy. One of them was Kentucky Fried Chicken. And it was always so cool because that Kentucky Fried Chicken in Burbank actually still had the bucket of the chicken as a little spinny doodad on the sign for the Kentucky Fried Chicken restaurant. And that was really, really cool. And what we would do is we would go there, and this was when they had the $5 box, where it was like 2 pieces of chicken, a biscuit, and a side for $5. Remember those good old days? This is back in the era of the $5 foot long, which I would fall on my face if that ever returned. But yeah, $5 box. It was such a feast of food. Perfect for one of us. We would each get one, and it would be a perfect meal for both of us for $10 and change. And man, those were the days. But my dear friends, I am ravenous as usual. Let's go ahead and jump right on into this. I did get the little meal, so I have the... No! I did not petrify. In your face, I'm eating you first. Nezdarovia. Interesting fry texture. These are pretty good. I would definitely buy that for $1. Has a strange taste. It's a little bit of a... What am I tasting? It's definitely potato, but it has... Even though it doesn't look like it has the skin on it, it tastes like it has the skin on it. That's interesting. Question mark. Got the old classic standby of the Tropicana lemonade. See, there it is. In full. Kentucky Fried Chicken. I'm not making it up. It's not KFC. It's Kentucky Fried Chicken. But now, let's get to the piece de resistance. Woo! At least they still have a unique style. You know what I mean? Boom. Kentucky Fried Chicken sandwich. That's actually a decent size sandwich. Well, let me open it first. Yeah, okay. That's a decent sized sandwich for what it is. Ooh. Smells good. That's a decent sized sandwich. Look at that. That's got some weight to it. It's not just a hockey puck, you know what I'm saying? So we do have pickles on here. And a sauce. Looks like mayo? Possibly. Maybe. Yeah, it looks like mayo. Alright then. My friends, let's see if my Discord community members are right. Or are they tasteless heathens? Look at that right there. Big ol' honkin' piece of white meat chicken. All battered up and fried and delicious. Here we go. Nezdarovia people, what are you eating on this fine Saturday? I've missed you all. I hope your Saturday is going beautiful. And I'm so happy that you joined me today. Let's check this out. Wow. Hold on a minute. That is some tender, juicy, with a perfect exterior crunch chicken right there, my friends. Holy guacamole. I think we have something here. Oh my word. Ooh, let's go for a secondary. Mmm. Mmm. That is very, very good. Wow. Okay, so I can say with certainty this has already surpassed Chick-fil-A's spicy chicken sandwich, and I would dare say the Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich. This is a very good, fresh tasting, unique flavor. What's interesting, and this is where you really get the recipes that change based on the breading and what they fry it in. Popeye's spicy chicken sandwich, that was granted a spicy chicken sandwich, not a fried chicken sandwich. But the Popeye's spicy chicken sandwich, it has more of the Cajun flavor, right? It has those different spices that make it more of a unique, spicy Cajun flavor. This, though, has more of that down-home, almost buttery taste, coupled with pepper, regular black pepper. And that's what I'm tasting in the batter. There is an emphasis on that, but man, it's actually very, very appetizing, very pleasing to taste. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. Oh my word. Pickles are delish. Wonderful pickly flavor. Not too thick, not flimsy thin. And the bun is very soft. But what I like, and this is where it's different from Chick-fil-A, it's not soggy and soaked through. It's still a bun, it's still bread, it's just really soft, and it wraps around that chicken nicely. Yeah. This'll eat. This will definitely eat. The fries are really good too. They have a unique flavor profile that I can't quite put my tongue's finger on. It almost tastes like it's in peanut oil, but it's not. I don't know. Like I said, there's like an earthy taste to it. It's interesting. But it still tastes like potato. Right? It doesn't taste fake. So that is really, really, really cool. I'm going to do a back end bite and eat its tail. Mmm. It's a gorgeous day out today. We've had wonderful, wonderful weather lately here. Nice and cool. Since Resurrection Day, it's been sunny, but it's only been in the 70s. Today, there's a gentle, cool breeze, at least up here. And it's awesome. It's so nice. Birds are singing. And squirrels are prancing. So you know it's a good day. Wow. This is thoroughly impressive. Thank you. And huge shout out to all of my Discord members who recommended me to go to Kentucky Fried Chicken and get this sandwich today. Whew! So good. Mmm. Mmm. So good. So, what's very cool, and I don't know how many people have actually made this connection, but I and my TV show have a connection to Kentucky Fried Chicken. Obviously, as we all know, this sandwich is not just good, it's finger-licking good. And that's been Colonel Sanders' catchphrase since Kentucky Fried Chicken's inception. Well, I don't know who remembers the period of time, again, we're talking 10 years ago now, where they were trying to, like, have it be that Colonel Sanders has come back, and they had several different actors portray Colonel Sanders across different Kentucky Fried Chicken commercials. Well, one of them was the one and only Norm Macdonald. And actually, in all honesty, he was my favorite out of all of them. He had that slightly rounded face in his cheeks that emulated Colonel Sanders well. But, and I liked how he said it. And it was so funny because, obviously, as I've said many times, Norm was my favorite actor to work with on the show. He treated me so well. He was so flippin' freaking hysterically funny. And man, he had such a good heart. He was so kind. And, he was just a real deal legit dude. And there was one time, and I think it was actually that we were in a scene. And it was a family scene where, Uncle Rusty was there with the family eating fried chicken at dinner time. And it was not at the dining room table, it was at the little kitchen nook. The table where Brick had to have his lawn chair. And I remember distinctly that there was one time that in one of the takes, I don't know if it ever made it into the gag reel, but there was something about they started to improv at the end where someone said, "Oh, this is good." And then Norm, without missing a beat, was like, "It's finger licking good." And everybody busted up laughing because this was after he was already Colonel Sanders in the commercials. And that was just so insanely funny. That was so cool. That's one of those, hey, it's a small world in Hollywood kind of moments that really makes it special. And again, knowing it was him, that tickles me pink. Norm is going to forever be preserved in commercial history, as well as TV history, obviously, but in commercial history. And now, my fond memory, whenever I see Kentucky Fried Chicken, is always going to be of Norm Macdonald, and that he was one of the many Colonel Sanders in that series of commercials. So that's really cool. Oh my goodness, my dear friends. That was outstanding. I took a minute to just kind of be present and contemplate my ifs and have some fond memories of Norm and finish off that sandwich. That sandwich was excellent. I want to show this on camera. I kept trying to eat some of the French fries, and I gotta be real honest with you guys. There's something about the texture of these fries that does not cut the mustard for me. They're very chewy. It's almost like they have a skin on them, is the best way I can describe it. Pardon moi. And they're just very unappetizing. Maybe if I had a ranch or a ketchup that I could dip this in, it might be different. But man, it's a very thick texture. It's not soft and fluffy with a satisfying crunch. Again, it's almost like biting through a skin. So I'm going to show this right now. These fries are probably a 4 out of 10, and I'm being generous. And so, these are not finger-licking good. I'm sorry, Colonel. But I'm going to set that away and toss that in the bag that will not be consumed. However, that sandwich was thoroughly impressive, and I mean thoroughly. I really need to say that I am probably definitely going to be getting those again for my own consumption, for my own enjoyment throughout my travels moving forward. Excellent menu item. Kentucky Fried Chicken did it right. I forget what I rated the Popeyes fried chicken sandwich, so you need to go and watch my Popeyes video. That way you can tell me in the comment section below what I rated it. I'm gonna be confident in giving this fried chicken sandwich a 9 out of 10. Very confidently. Bun, pickles, perfect amount of mayo. It wasn't sloppy, greasy, and yet the meat was moist, and all the breading had a perfect crunch. No grizzle. Man, that was truly and genuinely an outstanding fried chicken sandwich. And again, once again, huge shout out to all of my Discord members who recommended I go to Kentucky Fried Chicken and get this sandwich. I'm very thankful I did. I'm thankful I listened to you all. Thank you for the suggestion. Man, that was so good. My dear friends, we're going to be answering a couple questions from the YouTube comment section now. Have definitely missed being able to answer these with you all. I'm so thankful that I can now, though. But real quick, just as always, a little bit of housekeeping. My dear friends, please be sure to check out the links in the description box bar thingy below. There'll be two. One is to my Twitch channel. If you are a nerd and you love video games and gaming or a good story and you want to be able to come to an awesome Christ-centered community and just have some great fellowship together, talk about food, talk about coffee, talk about life, talk about awesome stories, whatever it may be, that is definitely the community for you. Please consider making a Twitch channel and coming and following my Twitch channel, or if you already have a Twitch channel, come and click that link and follow me. Would love to have you there. Please be kind. Please obey the rules. And again, don't have your first comment be a quote from a show. Catch my drift? Come in and let us get to know the real you. Say hi to everyone, not just me. And let us get to know you as an actual person. Trust me, you will get much farther that way. So, would love to have you there. And again, it's a great time. Even if you're not super big into video games and gaming, we have multiple community members that are there just for the fellowship and to be able to hang out. Would love to have you there. So please be sure to come by, hang out with us. We'd love to have you. I go live 3 times a week, every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 3 p.m. Pacific. Today is actually Tuesday when I'm recording this, and I'm going to be going live with my friends Bubba, Caleb, and Cap. And we're going to be playing some Call of Duty Warzone tonight, which we're very much looking forward to. Always awesome to have friendship time. Always cool to have bro time. Very much looking forward to that. Comment in the description or in the comment section below what you guys think because you guys are seeing this on Saturday. If you were there for that stream, what did you think of it? Also, if you want to directly support me and the work that I do here on my YouTube as well as my Twitch channels, please be sure to check out that link to the Cameo page that's down in the description box below. Cameo is a wonderful, wonderful platform. I absolutely love the app. I love the platform. I'm so glad that I get to be on it and be a part of it. Cameo is a great means of me being able to participate in all of your special celebrations that you have for yourselves, for your loved ones, your family members, your friends, and it's a great means for me to be able to make your special occasions extra special, and I would love to be able to do so. Please consider booking me down on Cameo for that. I would love to be able to take part in your celebrations. We've got two of the biggest ones, in my opinion, coming up, Mother's Day and Father's Day. I've actually already begun to record Mother's Day and Father's Day cameos for a few clients who've come by. I would absolutely love to be able to do those for you as well, so please be sure to get them ahead of time. That way it's all ready to go and you don't have to settle for an inflatable foot bath for mom. Wink, wink. Check out those links down below, my friends. But on that note, let's go ahead and take a look here. First question came through a while ago. Fun Gus and Sydney Dimitri on YouTube asks, can you share memories from your episode of My Name is Earl? It's very funny. A lot of people actually, they know and will know and have a memory of My Name is Earl. And when I first started working on the middle, there were actually several crew members from My Name is Earl who then became crew members on the middle. And it was really cool to be able to experience and see familiar faces, even going to film on the show. And man, My Name is Earl was definitely a very fun time. It was so long ago, I don't remember all of it. But I remember that the lead actor guy was very real, very down to earth, the guy who played Earl. He was very real, he was very down to earth, very funny, and he didn't have this ginormous ego that you wouldn't often see on television sets. Again, he was really funny, he was really cool, and very nice to me. And I remember that there was a situation where, what ended up happening, there was a lot of stunts that needed to be done with different kids. And specifically, one in particular was, they stuck a kid in a trash can to simulate a shuttle launch, and they rolled it on its side, rolled it, and then the kid would pop out all dizzy. That was originally supposed to be another kid. But what ended up happening is he got horrific claustrophobia, totally freaked out and panicked, and he didn't want to do it. And so I think what ended up happening is I volunteered, and my mom was like, yeah, as long as there's padding and he's going to be safe in there, then yeah, let's do it. And so that was insanely awesome. They filled it with dolly pads, which if you don't know what dolly pads are, just imagine giant moving blankets. That's what it was. They padded out that trash can with dolly blankets. I was essentially lowering myself into the trash can, and then the other actors were looking like they were. Got me into the trash can, they closed the lid, and then they started to tilt it on its side, and then they cut to an empty can that they rolled and bounced off the side of the wall. And then they cut again, and it was me punching out the can and acting all dizzy from it. That was insanely fun, and it really just goes to show you the magic of Hollywood. The other dude, and again, I don't know their names, I'm very sorry for saying this, I don't remember their names, but the other actor, who was the big guy in My Name is Earl, he was also incredibly nice. He was very kind to me. I think he was even very nice to my mom as well. And it ended up just being, all in all, this really positive, fun situation. And then being able to meet with the dude from Revenge of the Nerds, and how he was in it as well. You know, that was a really cool notch in the belt. And that was a really fun, positive experience, right? So that whole show was a lot of fun. It was, I think it was only 3 or 4 days of work. Ton of fun. Great time. I think the studio teacher was annoying on that one. But the other actors were really cool, and I loved being able to do what I did. The set was really nice. And so you definitely felt a good vibe from that set. That's really cool. Fun Gus and Sydney, thank you so much for asking that question. It's not often I get to talk about, like, the other projects that I've been in. And so that was really cool to be able to reminisce with you all. Thank you very much for that. And then secondly, another excellent question. This is definitely very funny. Sunshine Cat 24 on YouTube asks, what are some of the weirdest foods you've ever tried? So I'm going to give you 2. It's so awesome because I think I've mentioned this a number of different times, that there's been times where, well, there's not been times, when I was younger, I should say, I was a very picky eater. I subsisted on mustard sandwiches and light snack items, you know, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and like McDonald's chicken nuggets, right? I was a very, very, very picky eater. And then came the gift of puberty, and all of my taste buds just flared up and opened up. And man, I just have fallen in love with the glory that is exploring different foods. And I'm grateful because I've been able to try a lot of different foods in a lot of different places, anywhere from obviously all over California to New York to Virginia to Chicago to Florida. I've been able to try foods in all these different places because of being able to travel for work when I was younger. But even more so, really, it's been more so in recent years because, you know, not being on a soundstage for 16 hours a day, it allows you more time to go and do fun stuff with your family and explore. And so I'm grateful for that. The two foods recently that I would, when I say recently, I mean within the last 10 years, that are probably the most unique. I had the opportunity, I was taken to a Thai restaurant once, and I had a soup that had squid tentacles in it. I did try it. I have to say, I think it's calamari is the official term. I am not and will never be a fan of calamari. It is far, far, far too tough. It doesn't matter if it's fried or if it's baked or if it's roasted or if it's boiled. It is far, far, far too tough. It is not pleasant in the slightest to eat and consume. I pulled out this about 3-inch thick or 3-inch long chunk of tentacle, and man, I committed. I bit down on that thing as hard as I could. Felt like I was going to break my teeth, and I spit that thing out so fast it was like trying to chew rubber, like a rubber gasket hose, like you or a bicycle tire. That's exactly what it was like, and man, it was just, ugh, it was terrible. I despised it. I put that down, told him to send it back and give me just a cup of rice. I was done after that. But, conversely, I had this wonderful excursion with my mom a couple years ago. I had this wonderful excursion with my mom where we went to the beach. We went to a coastal town to go to the beach, and we actually kind of explored like thrift stores there and antique stores there and things like that. And what ended up happening is at the end of our day, we were like, okay, let's go to this nice little cafe, and have dinner. And it was a legit cafe, but it was like a European influence kind of cafe. Very, very, very nice, very beautiful environment, very fun environment. And it was actually set in an old house, an old bungalow style house. They had converted a house into a restaurant, and they did a great job. We were out there, we were sitting on the patio, and my mom and I had just ordered our beverages. I don't even think we ordered an appetizer. We were just sitting and trying to decide, okay, what do we want for dinner? Because my mom and I, a lot of times, too, we like to share. So she'll get one dish, I'll get a different dish, and we'll split them, right? And it ends up being more than enough for us. Well, there was an older couple next to us, and they were sitting there, and all of a sudden I heard, would anybody like these? These are too much for us. And we looked over at them, and it was a plate of escargot. Garlic roasted, not garlic roasted, but it was like cooked in a garlic butter escargot in the shells. And we were like, is that escargot, the escargot from the menu, the garlic kind? She's like, yes, they brought this out for us, and it's too much for us. Which was code for they didn't like it. They got all weirded out because they were eating snails. So Mom and I, we're like, sure, we'll take them. So she handed the bowl over to us, man. And Mom and I each had one. And it was really good. The consistency of escargot, and I only just figured this out recently because a friend of mine had given me some fried avocado pieces to eat, which actually came from The Habit. That's a new menu item. It was really good. The consistency is like you're eating avocado. Genuinely. It's like you're eating avocado. And so, if you can imagine just small chunks of avocado that you're eating, with a little bit of a protein flavor, and then this wonderful creamy garlic sauce that it was cooked in, it was actually fantastic. Mom and I ate the whole bowl. There was like 5-6 pieces of escargot in there. We ate them all. We thought they were awesome. So that's definitely one of the weirdest things I've eaten. But I felt very, you know, like legitimately cultured. Legitimately like, wow, this is a delicacy in a lot of different areas. And we got very blessed and very fortunate that the woman was like, here, this is yours. We don't want them to go to waste. Just take them. And so on her and her kindness, that was a very amazing, blessed opportunity. We were really, really, really grateful to be able to experience that. It was truly, truly remarkable. Very delicious. So yes, escargot for the win. Calamari, not so much. Anyways, cool people, thank you so much for joining me once again on another episode of Atticus Eats. I cannot wait to see you all next week for the next installment of this wonderful series of videos. I appreciate every single one of you. And hey, if you would, please be sure to subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. Comment down below with all of your thoughts, everything that even answers some of the questions that have been posed today. Give your own answers down in the comment section below. I always love reading your stories and hearing about the adventures you all have in your lives. Please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and please be sure to share this video on all your social media. It goes a very, very long way in helping me to be able to grow my channel and helping all of us to have our community grow together and have more like-minded people come and show up and hang out with us. Greatly appreciate you all. See you next week. God bless. Do widzenia.
I just want a great life, something where I feel like I just didn't waste time, something I look back and say that was a great time, cause man I just hate when the years pass by the wayside.